So of course I'm watching out for the cyber police. This is quite an irony because so many people said, "Oh, when do you finally switch to Justin TV?" And I said, I don't need to switch to Justin TV. I might make a little bit less of money here on Regame than I do on Justin TV, but the service provided is better. Um, we have it is much easier and much better to record some VODs, just some simple VODs, etc. Just so much more functions. You can easy delay, you can easy push forward this stream even to Justin, even to own 3D TV. I actually see no reason to switch to another streaming provider. Now, once again, I'm ready and I'm right about this. And by the way, GoOdy going Command Center first. And still, one more thing I have to say about this. And one of the main reasons in the past I was not switching to JTV was also it was just lagging for a lot of people in Europe. I mean, I know that I had some issues with some lagging streams, especially for the basically fucked up internet infrastructure in the US or in the North American continent in general. But now, with having additional service up, all those things should be fixed right now. So we should be good in that regard. But now focus on this game, and here is the intro. Yeah, I know there was a overlay coming up. Don't you worry, I was not talking about the game. This was everything intentional, because now I'm going to show you the intro. When the intro is over, I'm going to show you the full screen. He's not showing us the full screen right now. What is happening? Have to call my mom, and then he call his parents. So, another troll was successful. Special Android 1 Audience 0. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, guten Abend, buonasera, buenas noches, good avond, buona notte, good afternoon, good kveld, dobry wieczór, dobry wieczór. Jo estet kivano, grüß Gott, grüezi wohl, salam alaikum, shalom, konnichiwa, xin chao, ni hao, annyeong, namaste, kamusta, yonora, bonum vesperum, my friends from all over the world tuning in to see the semi-finals of the 4 Players Close Combat Cup. It is the first game. We are on GSL Crevasse. It is Happy playing against GoOdy, and GoOdy went for a command center first. Now he's getting up barracks number 1, factory number 1 as well. He's got a bunker at the front. Happy, what is he doing? Most of the time when he plays against a Terran player, his build order is Cloaked Banshee into Tank Viking. He at least started open up with a 1-1-1 build. There we see some Banshees, but we don't see any cloaks, so it looks like he just doesn't want to go for the cloak, but still tries to micro the shit out of his Banshees in the future to do some damage. Of course, not waiting too long to get his expansion here, let's just call it the indoor expansion on Crevasse. Not providing the full amount of possible mining time, but still a rich Vespene guys are worth 1.5 normal Vespene guys, and those 6 mineral patches actually still provide a good additional income here. So now we have Hellions attacking each other. GoOdy's Hellion got first shot, so he will kill the Hellion of Happy right now. There we see the Banshee moving over. Does GoOdy know about the Banshee? No, he does not. Not just yet. Here's the Banshee moving in. And what does GoOdy have in his home to defend this? Actually nothing at the moment. He is getting some missile turrets. The missile turret will not be finished in time, so Happy has a good timing at taking out some more of those forces here. So GoOdy having to use quite a lot of SCVs to get this missile turret done, so very nice unit control, very nice micro here by Happy, not losing this Banshee even without Cloak, getting 9 kills in total, 6 of them being SCVs mostly. Now he's got up his own units here, doing a good job. The play for GoOdy should be some more siege tank oriented, and indeed it is. This Banshee now pulling back. Here he's got a second Banshee, and this Banshee number 1 gets still this 9 kills in total. And actually, he was not attacking the Marines. A small mistake by me. He was only taking out SCVs. That's why he's got a total of 9 workers killed right now. And when you see this tab again, the more yellow you see, the better it looks for Happy. The more purple you see, the better it looks for Goody. At the moment, taking a look at the units lost, not so much actually. Behind Goody is so 32 against 35 harvesters, because yes, he was going command center first, allowing him to get out some of those forces a little bit faster. Now Goody, he's got his 2 Vikings. Happy now moving in, and he most likely will lose this Banshee pretty soon, because here are the Vikings, and this Banshee will not by far to be successful, so successful as the first one was. Now Goody's got his Hellion here. You will see if anything is going to happen in that regard. Siege tank number 1, siege tank number 2 is up. And Happy, by the way, he's currently ranked number 1 on the European Grandmasters ladder with a 120 points more than the second place. He just won like 25-30 games in a row 1 or 2 days ago, and he's really showing us how to be consistently at the top. So really looking forward how his performance on DreamHack will be, actually, with DreamHack starting in the next days to come. We even had OGSMC participating in this 4 players close combat cup, but when he realized that there were streamers and casters in the game, he said he will withdraw from the tournament, and because not allowing casters basically results in that. Maybe he was afraid of his builds getting shown, but still, why not use another build? So he said, basically, time for me to practice somewhere else then. So, Goody, what is he doing? He's just getting more factories. Of course, the typical Goody style will be 4 factories, 3 with a tech loop, 1 with a reactor, and he still can go this Hellion siege tank Thor style in TVT as well. The Hellions are a good mobile unit to just take up some siege tank damage. The Thors are good at tanking some damage and dealing some damage as well. Thor actually takes out the siege tanks so fast. Still, we have now a 3 base against 3 base. This blob is not as command center, it's just some units. Happy just did a scan here at the natural, and with Goody only having his command center halfway done and Happy having this orbital command already up and running, he is in a slight lead in terms of economy, but still, because Goody was just getting out more stuff more quickly, he's not too much behind and actually slightly ahead in terms of economy. So now Goody getting the blue flame, getting siege tanks, getting medivacs, etc. Meanwhile, Happy is just focusing a little bit more on the infantry, having some marauders with stim and concussor shell is not hurting as well, because if you have a small bunch of marauders and you just spot your opponent, you just can stim in, take out 3 siege tanks and run away pretty fast. So some small guerrilla units basically here. What Happy is having, still mainly focusing on the Vikings and on the siege tanks. So he's got some missile turrets up, so he wants to make sure he's not getting taken out, not getting attacked. So there is the barracks number 4 coming up. Here we see factory number 1, number 2 for him. So Happy focusing a little bit more on the infantry part of this game. So when I was telling you that he just opens up Cloaked Banshee and just goes into Tank Marine, another nice scan by him, realizing, okay, Goody is going Goody style. When I was telling you that he's going Cloaked Banshee, Siege Tank Viking, this was actually like 3-4 weeks ago when I was casting some of his games. Lately I was not casting too many of Happy's games, still some, but not too many, and not actually many TVTs here. One thing you can definitely say about Happy is he likes to play passive, like Goody likes to play passive. So Goody against Happy, I was not joking when I said just get something to it, take a toilet break, because this may take a while. When Beastie and Happy, for example, are both on the same team. They're on the Russian-Ukrainian team Empire. I think the origin's absolutely Russian, if I'm not mistaken. Not 100% sure though. Anyway, it's a Russian-speaking team, basically, mainly. And Beastie and Happy were in the finals of the Computer Cup I was casting. And there, Beastie said, "Oh, I don't want to play against Happy because Happy's playstyle is quite, let's just call it demanding or outlasting. Oh, we might have a engagement coming up. And so BC just off-raced against Happy. So siege tanks are sieged up for both players. There we see the Vikings for GoOdy, and it's actually just Happy having more Vikings. The Thor trying to do some damage, not doing too much. The Raven still survives. Happy's got 3 Vikings left. It is just 8 siege tanks against 12 siege tanks, but Happy still having 10 more of those Marauders here in the mix. But you never want to run into GoOdy siege tank, because apparently if GoOdy is having those siege tank, they deal 20% more damage. So Happy knowing, okay, he's got the air superiority, but he still cannot move in. GoOdy can scan anytime. Now both players scanning each other. The Vikings just getting away because of Thor being on the field. So there, Happy is sieging up with a siege tank once again, because GoOdy knows, okay, Happy can unsiege any moment, and that's why I'm getting all dizzy, because it's just getting round and round and round and round once again all over the place. There, Happy is expanding once again to the 12 o'clock center. The expansion with the least minerals and least gas, it's just a normal, not a rich Vespian Geyser. It's not 8, not 7, not 6, but 5 mineral patches. There, Happy is going for a mule drop to just force some friendly fire. GoOdy was sieging, unsieging in time. Is he sieging up in time? Yes, he is. Both guys continuing to scan each other. This siege tank gets taken out. The other siege tank of Happy just took a little bit of damage, not too much though. And Thor doing a good job at taking out some more Vikings, of course. Having a range of 10 comes greatly into play. And now GoOdy's got here on position on the left side as well, but Happy, he's all over the place. He knows what's going on. Both guys scanning each other once again. Now those forces are completely unsieged, and of course Happy might be in a very interesting situation right now, because both guys because he's basically getting sandwiched. Now GoOdy's able to do some more damage. Now Happy, even better position. GoOdy was not scanning in time, losing 3 siege tank. Is he going to lose a 4th siege tank? No, just not yet. GoOdy is slowly moving forward here with the siege tank, and now Happy just deciding to move down. Of course, if you only has to fight against half of the army, sure, why not do it? Some more siege tank waiting, but still, it might not be enough, and Happy doing a good job at just catching those armies off guard. Both players were maxed out. Happy's at 160, GoOdy at 140. Let's just give me 2 seconds. Let me try how many production facilities do we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 factories for GoOdy. A little bit of more engagement coming up. Happy actually needs to pull back or reinforce, otherwise those siege tanks are going down. Oh, a nice drop here by GoOdy with his mule, doing some more damage to all of those forces. Actually, it would be funny if a Viking would intercept the mule while it's being flown down here. So, and looks like GoOdy even decided to use his command center right now, and that's what I said when I meant Happy actually needs to pull back or reinforce. He's reinforcing right now, and GoOdy bringing some Thors from the back to help out as well. He's losing 1 Thor. Is he going to lose a second one? No, I don't think so, because 18 HP is what the Thors got left, so those forces got cleared up. Here is GoOdy with his orbital. Here is Happy, a friendly neighborhood with his commands, and Happy immediately building a mana supply depot. And at the same time, he's expanding over here. How many command centers will he have in total? He's got 4 orbitals, 3 more command centers being built. GoOdy currently sitting, let me count on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 compared to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as well. So 7 base against 7 base. TVT GoOdy against Happy. Happy with a 26 supply lead right about now. Let's check the upgrades for Happy. +2 attack for the siege tanks, +1 attack for GoOdy siege tanks. The infantry of Happy having +2, +1 as well. Now what's this command center doing? Just scouting a little bit. He needs to pull back with this. Meanwhile, GoOdy sieging up in the center of the map. Who's controlling the Zelnaga watchtower? GoOdy controls 1 Zelnaga watchtower. Happy controls a little bit more at the same time. Some Stimp Marauders were able to take out this orbital here, and the bottom right location at the same time. We see more and more of those sensor towers coming up. Of course, Happy wants wants to pay attention what's going on right now. Still this command center hovering around, and with Happy taking out the rocks, he might actually make himself able to just go for some sort of possible retreat options, some SCVs here at the front, getting scanned, repairing some more of those siege tanks. The SCVs being on auto repair helps out quite a bit now. Yes, Happy was actually retreating with his forces. GoOdy getting some more planetaries up. Those siege tanks still here could be taken out. I would really like for GoOdy to just get some Banshees out, maybe drop a little bit. I mean, yeah, Happy's got some of those siege tanks, but Blue Flame Hellions would do quite a lot of damage. Looks like GoOdy wants to attack the planetary, should pull back with the Thor, because the Thor actually can outrange a planetary. Still the planetary gets not repaired, so it goes down after all, and the Thor survived with a 1 HP left, immediately will get repaired by GoOdy's SCVs here. Still those 3 siege tanks are up. There's so many yellow and purple dots on the minimap right now. GoOdy realizing, okay, there's another base, pulling back with this Hellion in time. There we see this planetary. There is no planetary just yet, and looks like Happy is about to move out. GoOdy needs to pull back with the siege tank. The Hellion here at the Zelnaga Watchtower gets taken out. Maybe taking out this missile turret should be a good thing to have as well. There we see Happy with this planetary here at the 12 o'clock doing a good job as well. So many siege tanks, so many Marauders. Really wants to go for very anti-armored ground units with this unit composition. GoOdy seeing those forces, realizing where they are going, immediately moving over here with these forces as well. Meanwhile, Happy is preferring to go for the siege tank Marauder. GoOdy says, okay, siege tank Thor it is for me, still having some siege tank attacking this planetary right now. There are some Marauders moving in. One siege tank gets taken out, but all those remaining Marauders gets taken out as well. Now, Happy was able to take out this planetary. It's just planetaries dying all over the place. Scanning GoOdy right now. Here are the tanks sieged up, and looks like with this Viking, he wants to go for some early aggression, immediately taking out one siege tank, heavily attacking this Thor here. The Vikings, how longer will they last? I'm not really sure, not too long actually, because those are pretty low. Now the SCVs actually trying to take out the siege tanks, and they will be successful. GoOdy not unsieging in time. This Medivac still checking out what's going on here at the center 6 o'clock location. So now GoOdy moving over with some more siege tanks here to take out this planetary, or try to take out this planetary once again. Has some sort of stalemate situation here at the 9 o'clock center location, happily mining. Pretty soon Happy is going to be here at this expansion, speaking a little bit more Yoda style. And now he's got another command center finished, and let me just check. Happy is currently on 7 command centers / orbital commands. GoOdy is currently sitting on 4 of those, or actually 5 of those in total, but now with Happy moving in here to the center 9 o'clock location, catching those forces of GoOdy off guard once again. Happy is just doing a better job at taking out the bases and command centers of GoOdy than GoOdy is going to be able to do this with Happy's forces. Yes, he took out the planetary, but still Happy's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more possible mining bases compared to the just 2 of GoOdy right now. So GoOdy still here on the top. Let's take a look at the expansions. GoOdy on the +1, 0 upgrades for it makes. Happy on the +3 for the siege tanks. Happy on the +2, +1 for the Marauders. Even trying to build this command center over here at the 9 o'clock or even 10 o'clock location, doing a good job. Now the siege tanks, focusing the planetary fortress. Mules getting dropped but not doing anything at all, so Happy has to invest quite a lot of resources to actually constantly repair this one. But still, taking a look at the resource counting station, we see 2,600 minerals still left for Happy compared to the 500, 600 of GoOdy. So, by the way, now there we see the SCVs attacking once again. Will the planetary fortress go down though? Only now with 4 of those SCVs repairing. Now GoOdy unsieging, realizing, okay, he needs to take care of those units first, sending in 2 more siege tank. At the same time, he's still occupying the Zelnaga Watchtower and the center location. Both places nearly exactly the same amounts of units lost, 22,000 resources for each player. Now Happy deciding to take a little bit more here at the 3 o'clock location. GoOdy having this orbital up directly next to the missile turret. Would wonder if the missile turret actually would attack the mule, which is called down. Yep, this planetary in the bottom right going down. And this was exactly the game I thought would happen. Now GoOdy, he was behind for 23.35 supply for most of the time. Now he was able to catch up. He's now only behind 5 supply because he was playing a little bit, I'm not sure what to call it, but let's just say he was able to get back to the game. So Viking landing here will take out a siege tank. Yes, it will. Now there we see some more infantry and some more siege tank getting dropped. So all those siege tanks by GoOdy will go down. He needs to lift up the orbital. Is he unsieging with them tanks? Yes, he is with some, but still not with all of those. There GoOdy is losing his orbital command right now. And he wanted to attack here at the 12 o'clock, but still the planetary not only, but also 6 siege tank friends are waiting. Now, Hellion mass attack coming up by GoOdy. Do we see planetaries or orbitals? And it's just orbitals only, so GoOdy will be able to take out all of those SCVs mining on all 3 of those bases right now. Even the siege tank is helping out at the same time. Happy is continuing to march forward with his small +3/+3 army. Taking out another orbital so fast. Now this orbital is going down. This orbital might very well go down here as well pretty soon. But now with this orbital going down here for GoOdy pretty soon, because his forces are basically not enough, Happy most likely will take game number 1 because he very soon will be in the production facilities. Took out all of the expansions, got all of the expansions up. Yes, GoOdy got still a small force left, but this is over anyway, because take a look at the supply, 165 compared to the just 75 for GoOdy, so 90 supply lead in TVT is quite hard to come back from, especially considering when we take a look at the income tab, because 0 against something is always better for something. In this case, another roughly 800 for Happy. Of course, he can have more. And looks like GoOdy deciding, I'm not just yet giving up. Or now he just decides to give up. So GG is called, and Happy, after 32 minutes, is up 1-0 against GoOdy. Once again showing us that he's created quite a good TVT.